Wednesday morning. Good morning, halfway through spring break. I
Yeah.
hope that everyone has had a nice week so far. How's your week been?
My week's been pretty good, pretty good. It's starting
Good.
to look sunny out there, so
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be like 50s. We've got the weather later, so we'll check it out. But
Yeah.
it's no longer winter. Hopefully no more snow, so I'm into that.
I know, so long winter.
It was a really long winter. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
great. Well, our week is going well, and
Yeah.
we're back on air, and
We've had some technical difficulties the past couple shows, but we're all good.
yeah. But
It's-
now
it's
we're all
working.
good now, and
Yeah.
I guess what we wanted to do was show you the Creative Cat film
Mhm.
contest. The just as a reminder, the deadline for the Creative Cat film contest is April 22nd, and your films should be no longer than 2 minutes, and there has to be a cat involved. So
Yeah. Directly or indirectly related.
yeah.
And you get $365 and a ton of other cool prizes.
So
Yeah.
let's show you our ad for that. Here we go.
Many other prizes. MCAT is putting on the very first Creative Cat film contest. To enter, you must make a short video no longer than 2 minutes in length, and it must involve a cat either directly or indirectly. Send us your video to contest@mcat.org. Or you can walk into our offices at MCAT at 500 North Higgins, Suite 105. As long as we can see your video, you're in.
And that was it. Yeah. Enter your submissions, everyone. That's a really cool contest.
Yeah.
And it's a great opportunity, and you get $365. Why wouldn't you? You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Seems
what
like a
else?
lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
What else we got going on, Josh?
well, we've got our mags going on, and so the first thing I'll show you is the UM Music Series. It's the World Rhythms Concert for 2014, and it premieres tonight at 7:30 p.m. So let's take a look at that.
Perfect.
Well, we worked there.
That's going to be really cool.
Yeah, that looks really cool, and
yeah. What time is that? That's tonight?
it's tonight at 7:30, and then it repeats at 9:30 on Friday. And the little bit of clip that you just saw there was the Bonner History Roundtable series it's the Bonner History Roundtable, and it is going to be on repeat tonight. The rest of the shows that I'm going to show you, they already premiered, but they're going to be on repeat. And this show, this Bonner History Roundtable, is going to be on Friday at 6 p.m. So let's take a look at that.
Perfect.
Tommy Johnson, Kenny Erickson, Dwayne Erickson, myself, my brother. We worked there when we were in grade school. We were between the 6th and 7th grade when we worked there. So we didn't get to drive the tractors or talk to the Mexicans or do any of these really neat things. Everybody got a little hoe about 6 inches long, and we had to hoe the cabbages and onions and all that stuff. One time, none of us wanted to quit, but we thought, well, we'll get canned. That's an easy way out, because Dad wouldn't whale us too bad then. So we thought, okay. So in the afternoon, we were across the tracks over there where the interstate's at now, and that was all cabbage, the whole thing.
Isn't it?
All right, so that was the Bonner History Roundtable. And you know what's amazing about that whole Bonner history thing is that, you know, where the highway is and where Hellgate Canyon is, that used to be a huge garden. And it used to grow, there used to be so much vegetables there that they, like, fed the whole town of Missoula. And they shipped a lot of those vegetables to other cities in Montana. So
Wow.
the reason why why Missoula is called the Garden City, the historians say that the reason why it's called Garden City is because of those those gardens in Bonner.
That's really neat. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool. When did that end?
I think in the 70s, early
Okay.
70s.
And then
yeah.
what's there now?
Well, they've just got development. They're gonna put the new Missoula College in that area.
Oh, okay.
You know, like the technical college that they're gonna be putting up there.
Yeah, that's by the is that out in Bonner?
It's like in Hellgate Canyon.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Bonner, that whole community, they had like huge gardens in Hellgate Canyon, and then of course they had the mill towns. It was a huge mill town back in the day, and it's just really cool. And there's still a lot of people around who experienced all of that. So
Yeah, that is really cool.
So cool. Well, our next thing is the community lecture series, and this is Wild Rivers, presented by Alumni Association, and it will be showing on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. So let's take a look at that.
Possible that there are countless truths? In the teaching of writing, we stress that the specific illuminates the universal, never the other way around. So I'm going to share a story about a specific incident in a particular place involving two principals who could not imagine the other's perspective. And so I'm going to read part of an essay that I've been working on, and I'll talk a little bit during it, and I want to leave plenty of time for questions when we finish. But this comes from By Some Gliding Stream, and the subtitle's on your program. I'm going to put that up behind me just because I'm comfortable with that view. How should the ideal river appear? This differs for each individual, but individually and collectively, we harbor a vision of our ideal stream, a vision influenced and shaped by experience and values formed over the course of our lives.
From what perspective?
Cool. So that was the Wild Rivers presented by Alumni Association. Pretty cool stuff there.
Cool. Yeah, that'll be really interesting too. Definitely.
Sweet. And our next is the President Lecture Series, and this is Andrew Basevich, and this will be on at 5 p.m. on Saturday. So let's take a look at that.
Perspective does Niebuhr speak to us? Well, we live in a time in which the urge to label people is strong. Yet Niebuhr defies easy categorization. Throughout his life, he viewed himself as a man of the left. Yet to classify him as a liberal, or to employ a term currently in fashion, as a progressive, is to sell him short. As with any true prophet, Niebuhr belongs to no particular camp. Truth-tellers transcend partisan affiliation. As a prophet, Niebuhr thought deeply about the dilemmas confronting the United States as a consequence of its emergence as a global superpower, and the truths he spoke are uncomfortable ones. 4 of those truths merit particular attention at present. They are the persistent sin of American exceptionalism, the indecipherability of history, the false allure of simple solutions, and finally, the imperative of appreciating the limits of power. Let us examine each of those in turn.
Cool. So that was Andrew Basevich. That was some pretty intense stuff that he was talking about there.
Well,
You know, it kind of brings to mind Abraham Lincoln because, you know, Abraham Lincoln was a Republican, but to today's standards, I think he would be considered almost a Democrat. But in the big picture, he was neither.
Yeah.
You know?
He was just for the people.
He was just for the people, yeah.
Which I think is a better political party than any of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should be for the people always. Yeah.
So let's see, what else are we going to show? Now we've got, I wanted to show everybody quickly the first Friday, because First Friday is coming up this Friday, and our featured artist is Maria Witham.
And she has got some really cool artwork.
Let's see.
This is one of her paintings that she will be featuring. It's just really neat. She uses a lot of gold. It's a gold foil, right?
Yeah, it's
That
like,
she uses. Yeah.
and it's a mixture between, like, her art is inspired by religious iconography, and it's blended with science fiction. So she's got a lot of really cool pieces coming up. So everybody on First Friday, 5 to 8 p.m., come on into MCAT and check out some really cool art.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I will definitely be there. Very excited about it.
Cool. So
Yeah, let's check out the weather. Yeah, we've got some weather for you guys. As you all know, it's been really nice lately, and so that's so exciting. I'm so glad that to not be cold anymore.
yeah, I
And
know.
not be wrapped up in winter stuff. So we've got the weather forecast right here for everyone. So currently it's it's not 51 degrees currently. Nope.
What?
We should probably refresh this. So currently it's probably like 30-something degrees. Yeah, we'll find out in a few minutes. But it's supposed to be nice this week. It's supposed to be in the 50s.
There we
So
go.
that'll be great. Okay, here we are. Currently 30 degrees, mostly cloudy. Humidity is 85%. And so our forecast for today, it's supposed to be a high of 52 degrees. And then tonight is a low of 30. And we'll have a 40% chance of showers, so not too much to really be worried about. And then Thursday is a high of 56, and we've got 20% chance of showers. And Thursday night is a low of 33. And then Friday is a high of 53, and showers are likely with 60%. So that's the weather for the next couple days. Hopefully it doesn't ruin anyone's plans. They'll probably just have some rain here and there and some nice warm weather. So something to look forward to. Definitely.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so glad that winter is over. I don't know
Me
about
too.
you, but
Yeah. I'm very glad that winter's over. Very glad. And then, yeah, we've got some other events coming up. I got a video for you guys. So at Freeze Out Lake, there's been the snow geese migration, and it's been really cool. And so all these people have been posting really neat videos of it lately. And so I've got one here for you guys right now, and it's just really cool.
Look it, guys.
Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, that's really cool. I'm very envious of all the people that have gotten to go check it out. I really wanted to, but unfortunately I don't have a lot of time. But you've got some events going on in Missoula. Today at 7 p.m. is at doTERRA, which is 2207 South 3rd Street West. There's an essential oils and gardening party where you can learn about what essential oils are, how to use them, and how to use the oils to protect plants from insects, mildew, and other diseases. And so in relation to that, I've got a couple, it's spring now, and so I've got a couple essential oils for spring that can help you with stuff. So the first oil I have is basil oil, and that is an energizing oil, and is best used during the morning and daytime. Basil oil is good to help with bronchitis, colds, cough, exhaustion, flu, gout, insects, bites, and repellent, and muscle aches. So not only is basil great to cook with and delicious, but it's a good oil too. Yeah, and then as well, the next oil I have is rosewood oil. Rosewood oil is good for acne, colds, dry skin, dull skin, fever, flu, headaches, oily skin, scars, sensitive skin, stress, and stretch marks. So rosewood oil is really good for your skin. That's a plus. Definitely, I'm excited about that. Check it out, everyone. And then next we've got jasmine. Jasmine is good for depression, dry skin, exhaustion, labor pains, and sensitive skin. So jasmine is also a good one. And then we have lavender oil. Lavender oil is one of the best oils. It's just good for a lot of things all around. So lavender oil can be used for acne, allergies, anxiety, asthma, athlete's foot, bruises, burns, cuts, depression, headaches, hypertension, insect bites and repellent, and a lot of other good stuff. And it also smells really good, and it's nice in baths. Yeah, and then the last oil I have is tea tree oil, and that helps with acne, chickenpox, colds, cuts, flu, migraines, sinusitis, and sores. And so these are just some good essential oils for spring, and I got all of my facts from aromaweb.com. And so, yeah, check out the doTERRA event, the Essential Oils and Gardening Party, today at 7, and you'll get a little more insight on essential oils. But back to you, Josh. What do we got going on?
Cool. So we're on the phone with Ginny Miriam. Hey, Ginny, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, Josh.
So, yeah, you're here to talk to us a little bit about State of the Community. So what is State of the Community?
State of the Community is the annual event where the mayor of the city of Missoula, the president of the University of Montana, and the chair of the county commissioners, Missoula County Commissioners, give their annual look forward and look back, talk about projects that went on in the past year, and look forward to what's ahead. This year, we are teaming up with City Club Missoula to present the event at lunchtime on Monday, April 14th at the Doubletree.
Very cool, very cool. So, what are some of the topics that these speakers are going to be touching on?
The topics are pretty interesting to me in that when the three leaders thought about, well, what are the highlights of what we've worked on and what we're working on continuing, they came up with some things that are, of course, very high profile, and then some things that are maybe the things that we work on all the time but don't get as much attention. For instance, Mayor Engen will, of course, give an update on where he is working with the purchase of mountain water, and everyone is interested in that. He'll also talk about formation of a couple new urban renewal districts, one in northwest Missoula and the other in northeast, that will help underused industrial land and improve the business climate in both of those areas. University of Montana has some very interesting projects. Everybody has heard, well, there was news coverage of the donation of $11 million by an alum recently for academic scholarships. They'll also talk about the fact that they've just finished installing wireless internet in every residence hall and accessible software to people with disabilities. So the things that we don't necessarily hear about. At the county will talk a little bit about development of the Missoula to Lolo Trail project, which is a link that's 8 miles long, 10-foot wide trail that's going to connect to Lolo so that you'll be able to ride your bike or even hike 46 uninterrupted miles from downtown Missoula to Hamilton, which is kind of amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll talk a little bit, too, about the renovation of the courthouse as it goes on. And the format will be that each of the leaders will give a 10-minute speech, and then there will be about a half hour for questions. Anybody can ask a question, what you always wanted to know from the leaders.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely awesome. And how many people do you think are going to be there?
You know, we've planned for about 300. It could be expandable. It's always hard to say. A lot of people prefer to come back and watch it on MCAT later. some people can't get away at lunch, but then a lot of people do show. So we're hoping for reservations. You can go to the City Club Missoula website, which is cityclubmissoula.org, and make a reservation for lunch and the talks, as I said, Monday, April 14th, 11:30 to 1.
Wow, that sounds really great. I guess just one question I have is why do you think that this state of the community is so important?
It's a chance, I think that all of us consume news in one way or another. We might look at the newspaper, we might look online, we might watch television news, we might watch meetings on MCAT, on the Civic Channel, and this is a chance to hear directly once a year from the leaders of our three largest public institutions, the city, the county, and the university, and also to ask them questions. We're very lucky in Missoula in that our leaders are remarkably accessible, and this is a way that we can do that once a year in a more formal setting.
Yeah, absolutely. Great, Ginny. Well, is there anything else that you want to add?
I think that's about it. We hope to see everyone there.
Yeah, that sounds great. This sounds like it's going to be really important and really interesting. I look forward to seeing this.
Wonderful. Great. Thank you.
Thank you for being on the show, Ginny.
Alrighty. We'll talk to you again.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk to you
you
again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
All right,
Have
bye-bye.
a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Great. So that was Ginny Miriam, and yeah, again, she's talking about state of the community, which is like, it's like State of the Union,
Yeah.
but for Missoula. So
Yeah, that's good. I'm really glad. I didn't know that we had one, and I'm really glad we do, because that stuff is important.
yeah.
You need to know about it.
We'll
Yeah.
definitely be touching on it about this show. I mean,
Yeah, we will.
It is, we'll talk about it and
Yeah.
try to the issues. They're really there's a lot of really interesting issues that are going to be coming up in this. So
Yeah. Do you have any questions that you would want to ask?
let's see. Do I have any questions that I want to ask? Yeah, I guess I would want to know what the city's doing in terms of getting more bicycles on the street, because I'm an avid cyclist and I love seeing bikes out there, and I'm always interested in seeing how they're redesigning the streets. I know that they're putting up a new bridge down up by Broadway. They're putting up a new bridge, and it's going to have bicycle lanes, and I know that Bob Giordana is he's involved with it, and yeah, I just think it's going to be that's just one thing that I'm always curious about is what's the next bike lane they're going to put up.
I am too. Yeah. Bike lanes are important, and Missoula's so bike friendly that it's just wonderful. But actually, I have one more event I wanted to share.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this gal. This gal is her name is Eileen Jewell, and she is playing at the Top Hat tonight, 8 p.m. It is a seated event, and it is $10, and she's just really good. She's blues, and it's gonna be really fun. Yeah, so here's Eileen Jewell with Sea of Tears.
This is called Sea of Tears.
1, 2, 3.
You won't even look my way. Is there nothing I can say to make us how we used to be? But you won't even notice me. Tell me what came over you to make you that so untrue. You said you'd love me endlessly. Now this is how it's gonna be. Well, it's gonna be a sea of tears for me. It's gonna be a life of misery. How many games will you make me play before you can give me the time of day?
Cool.
Yeah, so that's gonna be tonight. $10 at the Top Hat. That is gonna be a really, really, really good show.
Yeah,
Really
that
good
looks
show.
really awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. So then we have a word on the street, don't we?
Yeah, we do. If I can just...
Cool. Can we...
What is going on here?
Technology is great, but it's just also so hard.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does this to us.
Um,
Well, we're going to Skype Scott later. As you can see, there's only 2 of us. He's been in CA, California, with the homies. Yeah. Pretty sweet. Been on the beach while we've all been freezing. At least it's spring, though. Oh. Maybe.
Speaking of,
Mm-hmm.
there we go.
Speaking of,
Let's see if Scott is on.
yeah, let's see if he's ready to be Skyped.
Scott.
Scott, good
Oh,
morning.
good
Hey
morning.
guys, how's it
Oh,
going?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
How's California?
Well, I'm already sunburnt.
Oh, good. Good to hear. You're on live.
Yeah,
You're
you
on
look like
live.
you got some sun.
Yeah?
Yep.
So, Scott,
Could also be lighting in here as well.
we want to know a couple things. How's the weather down there?
Great.
Yeah. Are you laying on the beach?
I haven't really got a good chance to go to the beach quite yet, but I did get a chance to walk around all sorts of different places in town.
Nice.
Cool.
But we're going to the beach today. We're going to go to Santa Monica Pier.
Fun. Fun. Are you keeping warm?
Yeah.
Is it
I'm
raining there?
representing the 406 with this.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Hey, I had a question. How much? What is the population like down there? Is there a lot more people?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more people, but most of them are in their cars.
Oh, really? No one on bikes? How many cyclists are there?
It's funny you should mention that. I got a chance to bike through some areas just the other day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah? How was it?
It was pretty nice.
Yeah? Do they have
Sure.
bike lanes in traffic or?
Yeah, they just recently put a bike grid together for different parts of the connecting this community with another community.
Cool. Cool. Perfect.
Cool. Do you never want to come back, or do you want to stay there, or do you miss
Yeah.
Missoula?
I can't let you guys control the show by yourselves.
Absolutely
Whatever.
not. Yeah. Yeah, we miss having you. But yeah, seriously, are you gonna stay there, or are you gonna come back?
Yeah. What
I'll
do
be
you
back. Don't worry.
back. Do you miss us?
Yeah, I miss you a whole lot.
We
I'm crying.
miss you. We miss you quite a bit.
So any big news I've done is I got a chance to go to Disneyland for the first time on Monday in my whole life.
How
Any
was
Disney.
it?
Wow.
It's really fun. It's like a magical wonderland of mystery and intrigue.
What was your favorite thing at Disneyland?
I guess it was the Star Tours. They did a really good job with the revamp of Star Tours.
Cool.
Star Tours?
Yeah, what is that?
What is that?
It's
Yeah.
Star
It's like the audio-visual ride that Christian based his space taxi off of.
Oh yeah, the
You
space
guys
taxi.
don't know, MCAT does a space taxi that basically is an audio-visual ride into outer space for the kids. We do it every summer.
Nice. Is there an adult one?
Did you get any inspiration?
I
Did you
don't
get
know what
any?
you mean by that,
Did you get
Noel.
any inspiration about what we could do, what we could add to our own MCAT Star Taxi, to make it,
Yeah.
just a notch better?
Yes,
What did you see?
exactly.
What was that?
Well, that's enough said. I think I'm going to try to wrap up my little Skype call segment a little quickly. I just wanted to talk about that. I've been watching you guys online from California, that anybody can watch you guys by logging on to our website, streaming you guys online. I just posted a picture of Disneyland on our Facebook page as well, which is great.
Cool.
Good, good.
So you guys can check it out when you get a chance to. It's just a nice little picture of Main Street Disneyland. So
Very
just
nice.
get a little taste. I'll be going to Santa Monica Beach today. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a lot of good photos, a lot of good content for you guys by Friday.
Yeah, that would be
Good.
great.
Cool.
But I guess
Well, good to see you. We'll see. You'll be back tomorrow, right?
yeah, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. Just perfect timing.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
yeah,
He'll be back
I'm
on
just gonna-
Friday's show.
Back
Yep.
for Friday's show. We have a band and a live guest ready for Friday's show, so
oh,
we'll just leave the rest of it for your California experience. You can,
that would be cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sounds
So
good.
I'll just wrap up and say for Wake Up Missoula, back to you.
All right, Scott.
Sounds good.
Very
Thanks,
good. Thank
Scott.
you very
See ya.
much. See ya. Pretty
That's,
much
yeah,
our show for
that's
today.
our show today. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Yeah, and we're going to have a great show on Friday. We're going to have the Harms brothers here, and we're going to have a guest from, let's see, we have a guest from, yeah, we have a guest. I forget where she's from, but we have a band, and we have a live guest, and then Scott's going to be coming back from California, so it's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
So from Wake Up Missoula, I'm Josh Minnie.
And I'm Noelle McFoy. And have a good day, you guys, and we will see you Friday morning.
See you Friday morning.